Centre for Creative Arts, University of KwaZulu-Natal will be taking place from the 12th to the 17th of March. 15 authors from across Africa and the world will be going to Durban to celebrate African literature. Under the theme, Changing the Narrative, the festival will allow writers to engage with other writers while also using this platform to showcase their literary works. This year's edition will take place at 4 community libraries, art centres and schools around eThekwini. To tell us more about the festival, we are joined in studio by Refiloe Moahloli, who is one of the authors that will be taking part in the festival. And from our Durban studios, we're joined by Siphindile Hlongwa from the Centre of Creative Arts, and she is one of the organisers of Time of the Writer. Good morning, ladies, and welcome to Morning Live. Siphindile, I'll start with you. This year's theme is called Changing the Narrative. Tell us what this means and how this will be incorporated into this year's festival.
Good morning. The theme will be incorporated looking at the fact that the structure of the festival has changed a bit from the previous years. As you've mentioned, we're going to community libraries, looking at the fact that it always been a thing that all the literature festivals happen in the suburban area. So we all embarked on a journey to actually take the festival to the communities. Hence, we are having a partnership with eThekwini municipality to use their community libraries. So as you've mentioned, on Tuesday we're going to be at Tungat Central Library. Wednesday we're at Westville Library. Thursday we are at the Chesterville Extension, and then on Friday we're going to be at Osterville Library. This is changing. We're changing the narrative that by taking it to the communities, so that they will be able to experience what is happening at the Elizabeth Snaden Theatre.
Now, Siphindile, 15 writers from across the continent will be coming to this year's edition. Take us through what their roles will be at the festival.
Their roles, they will engage with communities, as we braced in the libraries and also the schools. This year's edition has a special. We've got a special focus on this children's writing. So that's why we have Refiloe Moahloli on the line-up, as well as Dr. Lindwe Mabuza, as well as Themba Kwabe, who's Durban-based. They're going to be engaging with communities, the schools as well, and also the art centers. We pride ourselves as a festival that we actually do go out to the communities and share this knowledge and give these writers a platform to engage with communities and share their experience with the communities.
Refiloe, you're one of the authors that will obviously be showcasing at the festival. Take us through the body of work that you'll be showcasing. We briefly spoke about your book off air earlier on.
Yeah. So the story is called Tulula, and it's about this magical bird who she's born into a royal family, so they're the ndunas of the herd. And what they've always done for years is to roam the skies. That's their job. At night, they guard the skies. But no one really remembers why they guard the skies. And it actually turns out that, there used to be dinosaurs, and what the birds used to do is look out for, when the dinosaurs come, they warn everyone. But over centuries, they forget. So Tulula, when she becomes a princess, she decides, this is kind of boring, just roaming the skies at night. We don't even know what we're looking for. And she decides to sneak out during the day and find out what other animals are doing. And in this journey of kind of, exploring outside of what we've always done, she, for everyone, she kind of sees that, what we've been doing is pointless. We can, kind of be together as a community as well. Animals. So that's the story of Tulula.
All right. Yeah. Now, I know that high school learners were sort of encouraged to participate by writing short stories and submitting, those stories through the story competition that is held. How important is it for us to continue to encourage young writers to express themselves through word?
It's incredibly important. I think, every generation has a voice, and I think we have to keep that going. If we kind of, we depended on old stories or international stories, then our stories will never get, the word of day. So I think it's very important that from a young age we write.
All right. Cindy, let me come back to you. The 6 days of literature will include books, panel discussions, workshops. How important is it to provide these platforms for aspiring writers?
It's important to us for a festival to provide this platform. Like I said, we need to actually disseminate this information, and also at the very same time, as the core of the festival is to market the writers' books and also to benefit the audiences, as we have a bookstore that all writers get to sell their books during the festivals, and the audiences who come in for the festival, they actually buy those books and then they engage further with the writers. And also, when we are having these panel discussions, there is a Q&A session after each panel discussion, so the community gets to ask questions around maybe a publishing question that they have, or maybe a writing question that they have. So having these writers engaging with the communities, it kind of inspires the communities to actually embark on the journey of writing. For instance, one of the, like I said, the focus of the festival, the special one, is the children's literature. So on Saturday, we're going to be having a lot of talks around children's literature in terms of how do you write a story for children, and also the publishing aspect of it. So for us, it actually it's the core of the festival, actually promoting the culture of reading and writing.
All right, ladies, thank you very much for making the time to come on the show and speak to us about this. That was Siphindile Hlongwa and Refiloe Moahloli talking to us about the time of the writers taking place from the 12th of March to the 17th of March. Time for us to take a quick break. Stay with us here on Morning Live.
Well, today we discuss the general practitioner, or GP.
So the quality of the doctors coming through our medical schools is excellent.
Your GP is your family doctor. Your GP is your first point of care.
Who determines how much a consultation fee should be?
We set up networks of general practitioners, and one of the conditions of the network was to agree to charge a certain fee.
Specialists are specialists. We can't take away their role. We can't take away what they do for each patient in their disease entity.
Our specialist colleagues as well don't appreciate patients coming straight off the street, as it were, to see them. They're highly trained.
For health tips that will help you to adopt healthy living, catch Health Talk every Saturday from 9 to 10.
This is your midday report. Good afternoon.
I will be faithful. I assume